What's happening YouTube? We're getting out into the city today to shoot some more street photography. I'm driving in because I missed the train, so I'm already kind of off to a bad start, but hopefully I'm going to make up for that with some good photos. Alright, so the day got off to kind of a bad start, but I did find free parking, so that was a bonus. I was kind of flustered. I only had about an hour of free parking. First thing I found was this like patch of light that was just hitting the side of these boards here, and I waited for somebody to come through. Didn't see anybody, but did notice this kind of like graphic composition just to the left there through the bus stop. I quite liked how everything lined up there, and I feel like maybe with a bit of working there is a better photo to be had there, maybe with someone walking through the frame. And eventually someone comes along and I'm just like rapid firing shots off here, and at this point I thought I had the one photo of the day that I was going to love, but I don't love this one. Or maybe it was this next one. Another guy walks through here and I caught him just perfectly there, and I thought I was going to love this one, and I started to feel kind of relaxed and more confident about the rest of the day, but I don't think I do. And then also shot him in this sort of quadrant style photo, kind of looking for that graphic style thing that I saw before, but there's a pole sticking out of his head, so it's terrible. Then I see this like interesting wall, and there's a couple people walking through. There's one guy coming along with a red top, so I was sitting waiting on him. And just as he's arriving, a guy in a white shirt comes through, which kind of ruins the whole idea, but he disappears behind the tree, and I got the back of him a little bit there. But this isn't exactly what I was thinking of, but maybe with a bit more patience or some nicer light, that scene could be something better. Then round about Rittenhouse Square, we've got this like really harsh shadow coming in here across this crosswalk, whatever you call it, and different people are coming through, and I'm just firing off some different shots to see what I can get. And sometimes it's not working because there's too many people, but then this girl comes along. And the first one was the person with the dog, which came out okay. I could do with a bit more road behind them so that they stand out a little bit more above their head. And that's the girl walking across there. They're not too bad, they're kind of basic shot. Then as I give up in Rittenhouse Square, I see this like hard shadow coming from a hotel awning, and there's a guy in a suit walking towards it, and I just line myself up, standing in the middle of the road here, and I get this shot. And actually this is definitely my favourite one of the day. I don't think it would be, it's nothing too crazy, I don't think it would be a portfolio shot or anything like that, but I do quite like this one. And then I find this like reflective wall, so I post myself up here and I just wait for like a few minutes. I just hold the camera in place and just randomly start firing off photos, trying to time it for when people are going to be walking either into the reflection or coming from around the corner, which I can't really see, and I've just got to kind of hope for the best and hope I catch something. Some interesting like mirror type photos there with people just their back of their heads and their legs sticking out, and then ones where people are just like starting to come through. This girl with like the pink hair and pink dress was super interesting, just kind of popped out of that whole picture, so that one came out kind of cool. Then I moved further back and tried it in landscape, and same thing again, just sat for a few minutes just firing off shots. This I think was my favourite one because there's kind of a lot going on, but it's still kind of like symmetrical. There's actually 3 people in this photo, which I thought there was only 2, but they were just like perfectly aligned with each other. So as bad as I was feeling about today's street photography session, I think that photo outside the hotel with that like diagonal patch of shadow and the guy with the suit walking through was kind of the saving grace of it. I almost didn't even post this vlog, but I think the fact that I got that photo and I actually quite liked it made me decide to actually post this. I think there's a lesson to be learned from this, and that you need to plan properly and don't like just go out on a whim and stress out about getting there. If you get stressed going to go and take pictures, you're probably not going to come out your best work. And if you don't give yourself enough time to actually shoot, you're going to be running around stressed the whole time about how little time you actually have. I had 1 hour in that parking space and it took me like 10 minutes to walk to where I took my first picture, and probably like 15 minutes to walk to where there were a lot of people walking around the city, and where I felt like there was a bit more opportunity for photos. It was kind of one of the worst times of day to be taking pictures, in that the sun was so high in the sky and I wasn't in an area where I was going to get a lot of that angular light. I did walk through somewhere where I thought was going to have like lots of reflections off the buildings, but the sun had already went past the side of the building, so it wasn't really casting any light, it was just shadows. But it turned out okay anyways, so thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.